Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's that time of the week, the end of it. Hey, hope everyone's doing all right. It's been a long one for various reasons. I may be a little stuttery. I have taken an injection for my migraine for the first time in a while, and they make it harder to think. Speaking of which, I need to take my pill that makes it easier to think. Counteract that shit, right? All right, so today is an interesting day. We're going to be playing Metroid Prime 2. Shout out and a thank you to the person who got that for me after hearing that Metroid Prime 2... Wait, this is 4, not 2. Sorry, I've been making that mistake. Thank you and a shout out to the person who got this for me when they heard that Metroid Prime 2 was one of my favorite games of all time. That's exciting. They're all kind of like that these days. They certainly can be. Fucking A. So hi Willow. Hi Beekeeper. Look at that. 25 streams in a row. Thank you, Beekeeper. Alright. Let's find that button that I need to press. Sorry, it's multiple buttons. Alright, there's 1. Here's 2. What do you mean error while reading? What the fuck is that? Oh, okay. I have no idea what that was. It was just an error message on my screen. That's very odd. Alright, here we go. So this is also my first mouse control Switch game. It's got what I want to call hybrid controls, because I use a controller, e.g. the left Joy-Con, in my left hand. And then I turn the right one on its side to act as a mouse, so... Yeah, look at that. I got a mouse pointer, and it's got rainbows on it and everything. Fuck yeah. Ooh, it's snazzy. That was one of the big selling points that came with the Switch 2. It is, right? It's very funky. Feel like the Wii's jealous? The RI pointer Wii controls were some of my favorite. Very precise. So this is really leaning into something that's always been something about Metroid. Alright? And this is gonna piss someone off. Metroid is a Western. Not a John Wayne Western, an actual Western. Trans bounty hunter goes out, saves the world, while just trying to make a buck. She's getting revenge on the people who killed her clan. This is a Western. Period. And I like that a lot, and I think that's a lot of people wouldn't like to hear it that way. Just a sec, I'm finishing up my meal. But you hear this distinctly Western remix. They knew it was a Western. And I love that. That is as far as I that as far as I got in my first go. It's gone now. Can't play on hard to start, which is a damn shame, because that's where I'd like to. I wonder if there's a cheat for that, actually. One sec. I'm gonna look that up. What are there cheat codes in a modern video game? Let's see. Prime for unlock hard mode. Complete the game on normal difficulty. Complete the game. I play to the point of no return on casual and then switch to normal for the fight and unlock hard mode already. Yeah. Then any time in casual it will not count. Alright, so you do actually have to beat it on normal to get it. Playing for even a second in casual, and there's no code to just unlock it immediately. That's a shame. I've always preferred starting games in hard mode. Alright, let's go. This is weird. I have to reposition myself. It is Cosmic Year 20X9. Determined to defeat Samus and the Galactic Federation, Silex and an army of space pirates launched a series of attacks on Federation research facilities. It is believed the space pirates are being controlled by Metroids that have the ability to fuse with other life forms and control their minds. Now on planet Tanamar in the Desolan system, another Federation research facility is being attacked. Galactic Federation HQ received their distress call and dispatched Samus, who was on a reconnaissance mission nearby. And all I can think right now is, oh, this is gonna be good. If you're not familiar with the story of the series so far, I don't think it's gonna matter that much. Because Metroid Prime is dead. The space pirates are the people... they're Zabesian space pirates from the planet Zebes. And they killed Samus's clan when she was a child. So she has a bone to pick with them. What is the mouse hybridized with? It's half controller, half mouse. You always have a mouse in your left hand, or a controller in your left hand, and you can turn the right hand into a controller just by picking it up. Hi, Bad Road. And we know what happens before fusion because this is the Varia suit. That is the power suit that the Chozo created for her. Or actually, this is an ancient version of that she found later. Oh, this feels so weird. Alright, so the cool thing with the controls here, let me go over this. You can look around like it's a regular FPS, but if you lock onto something, you can aim anywhere on the screen.
Barbat's looking for?
They came out of nowhere. How'd they get the drop on us?
This ain't no usual invasion. They're up to something.
We're holding our position, but the artifact is at risk. We need immediate... Samus, you made it. Command needs you to secure a sensitive artifact. Uploading coordinates now.
He has worked with the Federation in the past. Including the time with... There's a time presented in Metroid Other M that is no longer canon, but she was part of the Federation as a trainee at that point. My content warning is still Kirby. Oh, well, let's just remove that for now then. I'll see about updating it later. Despite this game being very violent, it's probably nothing compared to Kirby as far as content warnings go. Alright, we've got a map. Good start. Straight way up to the UTO Research Center hangar. Now, one of the big things in Metroid Prime, specifically, is scanning stuff as collectibles. Bounty Hunter Samus Aran. Full access to Federation-based facilities granted.
We'll hold position here. Go get him, Samus.
Galactic Federation troop. Anything outlined in green goes in the logbook. Standard Galactic Federation military personnel equipped with a powered armor suit and an NS-4664 assault rifle with grenade launcher. Which is hilarious the more you think about it, right? Okay, not all green things go in the logbook. Just some things go in the logbook. Composed of 3 shock-resistant reinforced alloy panels and a central sensor. It will unlock if the sensor detects beam exposure or an explosive impact, which is an odd way to do security. Facility confirmation monitor displays live camera and structural sensor feeds from around the facility. This is going to take some getting used to the various controls. Standard size storage container. And here's a large size storage container. Anyway, they have loot in them sometimes. Missiles home in. Which is something you might have noticed when I was streaming Smash Bros. Well, that man is dead. You see that? This is more hardcore than Arkham Asylum already. Lots of spaceships have doors that open if you shoot them. The Federation just formalized it. You know what? Fair enough. Central Command Terminal. Over here we got a Central Command Sub-Terminal. Isn't a terminal usually what you'd call a sub-terminal? That's kind of the point, right? Access the central... You know what? It's fine. Damaged, non-functional. Hey, 30 streams, Bad Road. Thank you. UTO Research Center confirmation monitors. Damage to facility currently at 15%. Sadly, I don't think that number will increase if you wait too long. That would be some detail. Sustained critical damage, broken, non-functional, yada yada. Dive Spike. The cone-shaped chassis and thrusters enable direct insertion into fortified positions, while landing impacts are mitigated via energy conversion upon opening. Good stuff. Morph Ball. Morph Ball is literally the first power-up you ever get in a Metroid game. I don't know, it kind of looks like you're doing okay. Golem Mech, MK99, or Mark 99, bipedal, manned war mech. Right arm loadout includes a charged particle cannon with a max output equal to a frigate's main battery. Terrifying. Hey, rude. I'm scanning over here. Ruthless, brutal, and bellicose intergalactic marauder. This is one example of the diverse alien life forms that make up the space pirates. Yeah, these are Zabesians. Whoops. Guy sidestepped me. Basically dodge rolled.
Stay sharp. There could be more on the way.
DAT tactical truck. DAT? How about just DAT? Armored all-terrain six-wheeled vehicle used for transporting assets such as military personnel, ammunition, and parts for repair. Vehicle fire critical.
Keep it at dropships. This is a nice place for an ambush. We're sitting ducks.
Hey, somebody get command of the horde. We need orders.
Oh yeah, I have space jump here.
Keep our eyes on the sky.
Morph Ball can drop little bombs. It's pretty cool.
Pirates are attempting breach on your position. I repeat, pirates are gonna blow the door. Do you copy? Give me someone on that door. Take him out.
I'm working on it. Hey, look, there was an energy tank stashed up here. So does their entire economy revolve around piracy? I mean, I guess so. They're more like a Nazi party than anything. So I don't think they even have an economy at this point because Zebes, their home base, or was their home base for a time, was pretty fucked up because it had Nazis ruling it. You see how it goes. One does necessarily follow the other.
It's Salmon! Friendly! Friendly! Check your fire!
Whoops.
All clear! This is the fallback point. We hold this line because there's no...
Where else to go? Latest artifact research notes, behavioral analysis, 3D simulations confirm the ring's orbital rotation pattern. Possible iterations are still being calculated.
to go.
Universal Object Analyzer, we need those in real life. Identifies and classifies unknown materials, uses both radiation measurement and microfocus X-ray scans. Hologram of the Desolin system, artifact detection, location marked. Force 2918, quantum computer based on Talvanian technology. It is part of the Federation Analyzer device. There is so much Star Trek style technobabble in this series. It's great. Analysis Room System Terminal, aka the ARST. Manage various data gathering systems and tools. It's linked to the main computer in Central. Alright. Oh, and what about you? Sorry, I'm looking at your ARST. Operates the Force 2918 quantum computer, confirms and manages its state.
Alpha Squad is expecting you in the hangar.
They're moving the artifact to safety.
Alright, I'm on it. Whoops. Some of them are scan doors. Alright, use lock-on technology on the central sensor. Here we go. This is a mouse tutorial, basically. Whoops. So we lock on there and it senses it. And then we hit each of the targets. You know, just a fun little thing to make sure you understand the controls. Apparently I can do a full scan on each of them.
Get that artifact on the bird, now!
If they do have an economy,
We're out of time. Let's go!
it's probably based around tubes, which is why there's tubes fucking everywhere. Conveniently morph ball shaped tubes.
Protect the artifact!
And there's one of those control Metroids. Probably fine. Gross. Alright, alien morphology, Abarax. Large officer in the Space Pirate Army. Metroid fusion, they said it, has resulted in a loss of free will and the formation of beam projection lenses on its chest. Ow, fuck. There we go. Landed on it. All right, phase 1 down. Fuck. Ah, I was supposed to morph ball under that one. And phase 2 done. landed on it again. Rude. Why didn't they give him shields on those spots? I guess they didn't design the suit after the Metroided version. There we go. Boom. I assumed the tubes were for data transmission, like some kind of internet. Oh, absolutely, except for the fact that they're all exactly big enough for Samus to roll around in morph ball form. And definitely the right size for most people to crawl through as well. Well, that's a shame. It's okay, I'm probably not dead. It's okay, everyone probably isn't dead. That'd be a short game. Most people, but Metroid can't crawl, that's true. That's why Metroid needs the morph ball technology. I always think of the morph ball as being quite small, but it's actually like fucking 3'3" or some shit. It's a big ol' orb. Chrono Tower. Chrono, you say? This how you get stripped of all your powers? Yep. Multiple systems offline. Missile launcher offline. Space jump offline. That's true, you do have to ponder it for a bit. That's what the wizards taught me. Boost ball offline. I didn't even know we had the boost ball. Anyway, morph bombs are also offline, as is space jump. So basically everything that she took with her to the facility. I love that zoom in. The first time they do that in Metroid Prime 1, it feels so cool. Statue of an unknown species composed of an unknown material. Local database contains no matches for the material's geometric signature. Analysis implies this sensor is part of a device made with unknown technology. Local database contains no matches for its function, operation, or effect. Analysis implies this is a mechanoid variant. Local database contains no matches for its materials or technology. Sorry, that was rude of me. What a cool braided bridge. Formed instantaneously using an ore with an unknown geometric signature. A current of unidentified energy runs along its surface. Oh no, the door is gone. How will we ever get in now? Analysis implies this is a slot for storing a mechanoid. Local database contains no magic. So you're getting a pattern here? I think we might not be in Kansas anymore. Man, that's L. Frank Baum. Fuck that guy. An android created using an unknown technology. No energy signals. An android created using an unknown technology. Okay, good. Or the local database is fucked. That's true, that could be. The technology used to construct this device cannot be identified. It's true, like, Samus's suit's database or ship's database, if it came with her, might just be fucked on its own. Ooh, another path. Now, I will say the FOV is a little tight in this game, but I will be taking breaks to avoid getting nauseous. It's a slow-paced game, so it feels okay to do that. Jeez. It's like their eyes are watching us. That's a really ominous effect. They did that great. The music also helps with the feel of the place. I'm just gonna say, up until we get this upgrade coming up, nothing we scan will have any effect. Samus will always go out of her way to be the helper. She's like violent Mr. Rogers. Can't switch visors here. Magical girl transformation. No, but like even the pose, right? Chosen one. Our savior. We give you this. I don't know about being chosen. A big chunk of planet came with me, though. You'll note that's not the usual Metroid item get sound. They meant Chozo one. Ah, see? Good catch. She might have been digivolving. Very true. Releases the latent psychic powers residing within you and enables interacting with psychic technology using your visor. Press A or ZR to fire a psychic beam. Press X to switch to the psychic visor. Open the menu with minus and check the inventory for more information. It shoots fast. Whoops, just a sec, I have a drink in one hand. Almost there. Alright. Now we can scan shit. Psychically. Lamorne Teleporter connects Chrono Tower to an alternate dimension containing the Lamorne Holy Ground. Activated via the linked Lamorne statue. Statue made of umozanite depicting a Lamorne. Its forehead has a crystal design. The subject identified as a priest, able to manipulate psychic energy. So very religious civilization by the look of things. Statue made of umozanite depicting a Lamorne. It will activate the Chosen One if the Chosen One meets its gaze while standing on the teleporter. Its energy has been claimed. I have a feeling it's going to be kind of a Dark Souls style thing, where Chosen One is whoever happens to be found at the time. Psychic Assembler, because there is no chosen undead. That's the idea. Forms objects by bonding or molecule nanomachines floating throughout the environment, operated using psychic energy. Well then. Now we can scan this bridge properly. Bridge made of ore molecule nanomachines bonded by psychic energy. The psychic assembler appears to react to Guardian commands or Lamorne telepathy. Chosen One equals you fit the parameters. Yes. And the parameters are nearby and willing to believe that you're the Chosen One. Chrono Tower Gate disassembles and reassembles in response to psychic energy. Its front and back sides both react, however there are one-way versions as well. Mechanoid, Cybot. Androids built by the Lamorne to aid in everyday life. Operated via telepathy, modified to face the Griever threat after the Great Tragedy. Standard loadout includes a beam cannon and hover thrusters. Other loadouts include specialized equipment such as missiles and shields. Given that the tech is psychic, the entire thing is based on you believing it. Yep, although the thing is, I know Samus doesn't believe herself to be any kind of Chosen One. She's gonna want to get to the bottom of this. More than anything. As we've learned from especially the previous 3 games in this series. Androids created by the Lamorne and controlled via telepathy, currently set to inactive mode. And what's this? Elevator to Chrono Tower Pinnacle enabled. Touch the hologram to activate. Sounds like a plan. Chrono Tower elevator uses psychic energy from the Chrono Tower to ascend and descend, operated by touching the hologram. Touch. I do like that she points to do psychic things. That's very fun. And if you stop having something lockable in range, she pulls her hand back. Welcome. I am Shatoyant Volun, the last surviving priest of the Lemorn. You are the chosen one foretold in the ancient prophecy. We, the Lemorn, will cease to exist. However, by preserving our history and knowledge for the future, the Lemorn spirit will keep on living. Chosen One, carry out our legacy from the planet Vuros to a new world. That is your mission and the last hope of the Lemorn. They certainly seem noble. The Master Teleporter is located in the pinnacle above us. It is needed to journey to a new world. To use it, you must first collect 5 keys. I shall mark the key locations here. Chosen One, first travel to our temple. Touch this ball of light. Let's see. So we don't have to worry currently about her killing off the last of the X-parasites. And thus we don't have to worry about there being no more Metroids. But she thought that there was no more Metroids before Prime 1. One sec, I'm trying to think. No, this can't be before Super Metroid because Ridley dies twice. Oh hey, there's amiibo scanning. I gotta find my amiibo that I totally have legitimate amiibos of. I knew you were coming. 4-armed is 4... Goddamn. Let's see. The Chozo are dead. The parasites are dead. Metroid Prime is dead. Although, again, that's not really a species unless you consider her to be a singular species on her own. So yeah, just the one. Just the one, and now 2, I suppose. Lemorn and Chozo. So she's not too bad off, you know. Only 2 entire races of people from various parts of the universe resting on her shoulders. You know, simple stuff. Teleportation field generated by psychic energy. Their creation was a skill unique to Lemorn priests. Contact instantly transports objects to the location designated by its creator. Objects, you say? A ball is an object. No? Okay. Right. There we go. I have to touch it with my psychic hand. Do 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 do. There it is. To the Lemorn headed for the Temple of Memory. Gaze deeply, listen carefully, calm your mind, and take the first step here. To my Lemorn brethren, you are welcome in this sacred land, full of greenery and life. Visit the Temple of Memory, kneel at its altar, and honor all those who came before. The thoughts, wishes, and dreams of our people come together at the base of the sacred tree. We hope one day that the bounty reaches far and wide, excerpted from the first slate. Lysocask. The thin skin layer of this fruit contains a low viscosity and highly nutritious liquid. A strong impact will break the skin and scatter the pungent contents. Anyway, we're here and we're trying to get to there. At the Garden of Remembrance. Teleporter key detected. The fruit is throwable bait. Almost certainly. Mollusk morphology, mireworm. Mollusk found in riffle habitats. Imitates plant life to lure in and feed on small insects, but retreats underground if they sense danger nearby. Aha! Delicious. And pungent. Splattered all over me. Geese. Orang crane. Large avian creature that primarily feeds on fruit. Overdeveloped chest muscles allow it to fly for days without rest. Ancient statue carved from a single stone. Analysis implies its surface cracks were the cause of a strong impact. Item detected within. I do not have anything to make a strong impact currently. Sicklefly, a dragonfly subspecies with scissor-like jaws and a single compound eye, travels in swarms and feeds on compost, mold, and fungi. Alright, with that, it's time for our first break. Before we go and do that, I want to remind you that there is a civil rights movement happening around the country and the wider world. Black Americans, people of color, are fighting for things that should never have to be fought for, like equal rights, equal treatment under the law, and not be attacked, terrorized, and even murdered by the police. We have listed here some ways that you can help. They include the Bail Fund Network to help keep protesters out of jail, the Okra Project and the Black Trans Travel Fund to help black trans and non-binary people with food, supplies, and travel out of dangerous situations, and the Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota People's Fund to take back their land, the Six Grandfathers, which was stolen by white people, arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and then had some white slave owners' faces carved into the side of it. Black lives matter. The lives of people of color matter. Indigenous lives and lands matter. Asian and Pacific Islander lives matter. These are things we got to keep saying and pushing and fighting for till the people all the way to the top not only understand and acknowledge them, but work to make them real protected truths. Alright, we're going to go to the break. Well, that was weird. I don't know how this detects when it's actually face down. It's fine. Okay. I'll run some ads and I'll see you back here in a few minutes. All right, we're back. So I was noticing something. Let me switch us over here. It says we've only been playing for 19 minutes, which means it's not counting cutscenes or menu time. Which is kind of interesting. That's an interesting way to do it. Especially with how popular speedrunning is these days. Anyway, welcome back. Let's see what we can find next. That's where we came from, I believe. We'll scan it later. Or is this where we came? I don't know. Giant spiral vegetation primarily found in trees and caves. Its leaves extend to a spiral and display a response to any impact stimulation. Natural spaceship doors. How great is that? Glister beetle. Beetle possessing bioluminescence. As a species, they tend to group together, emitting considerable light and making themselves easy to spot by predators. That doesn't seem like a great survival instinct. Crustacean morphology. Shimmer strap. Some of these are hard to say. Variant of the terrestrial crustacean parasite that lives on wood surfaces. It is immobile and primarily consumes sap. The tip of its tentacle is a luminous organ. Ooh, sexy. Homing spore. That's less sexy. Sporangium of a gas spore. Floats in the air and senses the heat of nearby organisms. If threatened, it will extend thorns, approach, and then explode, presumably because it's guarding the gas spore. Gas spore? Gas something. Honestly, the scanning in this game, or in Metroid Prime in general, one of my favorite parts. Still getting used to the shooting. I'm not that good at first-person shooters in general. To the point that I was actually really disappointed when Metroid Prime was announced to be a first-person shooter. But damn, that game changed my mind. And then the series continued to push me in that direction. Fiber deformity, a small fungi variant that typically forms on the bark of a tree. Possesses a bioluminescent glow due to an internal oxygen reaction. I am also a small fungi variant. Hell yeah! And that's one of many reasons that I adore you. Fury Green. Let's see. Sacred Tree of the Lemorne. Age estimated at over 6 millennia. That's a pretty old tree. Analysis indicates it has absorbed and stored massive amounts of psychic energy. They jump scared me a bit. Ooh, what are you? They're little hoppy fellas. Glottogropper. Good name, good name. The oldest tree I'm aware of is only 2 millennia old. Ah, so this is an extra old tree. Carnivorous reptiles that move using wings and powerful legs. They burrow underground to wait for prey, then emerge when they detect vibrations. They're so cute. I'm probably not the vibrations that you wanted to see when you came out the ground, huh? The only thing that keeps Metroid Prime from being a Souls-like is that you can't roll through boxes to break them. Some really complex world building going on. Yeah. The series, and well, Retro Studios in general is very, very good at world building. All right. Plant morphology, exophid. Epoxid. If it senses an approaching organism, it closes its petals and hardens to protect its ovaries. I mean, me too. I don't know why I just shot it. I guess I just wanted to see if it worked. I think they can drop health and missiles. Oh, hi! Look at this cool guy. Root spur. A mobile tuberous root plant with an autonomic nervous system. They usually live in mud and underwater and will surface if a creature draws near. You know what happens when you shoot and oh, I forgot its name already. Oh, come on, rude. You know what happens when a root spur gets shot by a charge beam? Same thing that happens to anyone else. A stranger. Yep, this is what happens when you feed a stoner scrambled eggs. Ancient purification site. Holds spiritual significance to visiting Lemorn. Structure collapsed due to an earthquake blocking water flow. Well, dang. Ah, here's the gas spore. Fungi variant. Its periostracum is extremely hard and cannot be destroyed with a standard beam, but it will open up to release homing spores. It sure will. Not all of them. That's all of them. Yes, from the Sony Pictures X-Men movie. Ancient Lemorn sculpture carved from a single stone with identical dimensions to similar statues. A receptacle for a psychic mote is built into its forehead. This is where we get our first puzzle power-up, is right up here. I like it quite a lot. Large Lemorn Psychic Lock. Psychic ability seal variant. Unlocked by placing psychic mote spheres into the receptacle. Mote socket. Receptacle that takes a psychic mote, a spherical coalescence of psychic energy that acts as a key. Yeah, as far as I know, that's the earliest there. That's certainly where it was memed from. And I think that's where it originated. Okay, so we can't use these yet. That's later. But we need to find some psychic motes. I'm terrified. Empress Alu, a butterfly variant adapted to tropical climates. Travels in swarms and will flee from danger if disturbed while at rest. Y'all know why I'm terrified. Morphonite is just what if Kirby was evil. Scoutbot emits ultrasonic waves from overhead to detect and map positions of valuables in the area. An electric shock will activate it. I don't have anything to cause an electric shock. So that's a shame. Bristlewort, carnivorous plant variant covered in a hard shell. When it senses a threat, it will open its shell, angle itself toward the target, and launch thorns. What do you want, phone? Right, cool. Good news. But nothing to do with the stream. Alright. Bristlewort. That's just a good name. There we go. I'm glad that when the psychic beam fused with the charge beam, it did in fact keep its charge functionality. What's the first game with the charge beam? That's Super Metroid, right? I think Super Metroid has it. And I'm 99% sure that Metroid 2 doesn't. Super does have it? Excellent. Then yeah, Super Metroid's the first. Metroid 1 has the long beam, which is where Samus learned to shoot farther away from her. One of these days I might stream Metroid 1 and Zero Mission back to back. I think that would be fun. A receiver and conductor for psychic energy linked to the gate. Normally closed, opens automatically upon receiving psychic energy from a linked sensor, which we just sent to it. Ooh, look, that's a power-up ball. I know it looks different than some other power-up balls. Also, it is surrounded by butterflies, so I dare not approach. I know that's probably not that funny to anyone else, but I'm gonna keep doing it because it's funny to me. You know, I started with Metroid 2. To this day, I like Metroid 2 better than I like Super Metroid, but they're both really good games. Metroid 1 less so. Metroid 1 is what you'd call a rough start, but it was unlike anything else that existed at the time. Psychic Glove acquired. Enables remote manipulation of psychic motes and psychic objects. Switch to the Psychic Visor and hold ZL to grasp a target. Then they can be manipulated with the right stick. Open the menu with minus to check the inventory for more information. You think the Psychic Glove is anything like Ultra Hand? Oh my god, it basically is! It's the ephemeral version of Ultra Hand. Oh, hey, I found another tablet. Take the holy power in your hand. The path that you must walk lies beyond that door. Sound like lyrics. Behold a sacred relic that we, the caretakers of the sacred tree, that gives me an idea for a song, have filled with refined energy. We offer it to the chosen one, who will one day visit this place. We ask that they take it in hand and use it as they please, and to seek out the sacred symbol, the lingering afterglow of our prayers. Having read a lot of stories over the course of my life, I'm very wary of any society that's heavily religious and puts chosen one imagery on a stranger. Right? That's not just me, right? I don't know if they're going to do that here. I don't know if they're going to turn it around here, but that's what I worry about. Fuck, even Dread sort of did it. That's another one I gotta actually stream one of these days. I never did go back to 100% it, but I did play it offline. And it's very fun. It's definitely, for me, it's the hardest of the 2D Metroid games. Alright, so now, we don't actually need to use the stick. We can just use the mouse control. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool, huh? CDI Samus. Oh my god, CDI Samus. Can you imagine? And if you press Y on the controller, I'll turn into the Morph Ball. Pretty cool, huh? I can't wait to blast some space pirates. Coneberry, male form of a plant that continuously emits pollen. The pollen is uncommonly light, allowing it to float for long durations with very little airflow. Yes. Okay, we came in from the other side? Or... no, this is a place we haven't been, I guess. Where then is... oh no, wait. I'm getting confused by angles. Dyslexia, aphantasia, they all make finding my way around difficult. The pollen is biological chaff. I mean, true. And the cream will always rise to the top. Look, Macho Man, you know the reason that the cream rises to the top is because it's lighter and less dense. On the one hand, I could say, ha, you're only rising to the top because you're a lightweight fighter, which he's not. Or I could tell him, I need to turn this volume down. I'm kind of speech jamming myself. Y'all are hearing it fine. My headphones were just up real loud. Yeah, I had a joke there, but it had Macho Man Randy Savage in it, so it's not really worth telling anyway. Alright, we need to find... there it is. Missiles, health, energy tanks, it's yours, my friend. I believe these are religious symbols. Like, in canon. And that's why we have to trace them to open stuff. Energy tank! Alright, so for those who don't know the Metroid system, if you look up at the top, you see the 99. That's our numerical health. Above that is the health bar. And then there's a dot above it, which is an additional tank, which has 99 health in it as well. Or 100 health, actually, because Samus always has, like, three-digit health that ends in 99. Open the menu, yada, yada, yada. Also, I'm noticing something that I have to fix. Video, is that it? Subtitles. Show helmet, HUD movement. There we go. So yeah, that was making the helmet HUD lag slightly, and that can make me sick some days. So we're turning that shit off. Much better, okay. That removes that feeling like we're kind of swaying around. It's not as bad as camera sway, but it's not fun either. Shren, flying insect that builds nests on vertical surfaces like rock walls, lives in swarms and will shoot acidic spray at organisms that approach the nest. In Metroid Prime 1, there's a series of space pyrologs that you find that talk about space pirates trying to mimic the Chozo morph ball technology. And it's really funny and gruesome because all their experiments ended up with the test subjects crunched and broken and beaten and dead. Just... it makes me giggle every time. Hive opening formed from a mixture of chewed up plants and ore mixed with Shren saliva. It is extremely vulnerable to explosive force. Gaston, are you gonna come up? Come here, baby. He's having a hard time. His shoulder is still bugging him. Oops. Let me bring up the menu. You need help, baby? You need help? You got it? He heard it again earlier today. I'm worried about him. I think he's gonna be fine, but I am worried about him. He's my baby. Well, if you want to know some of the stuff that makes Metroid Prime 2 so fucking cool, look up what the light suit and the dark suit look like in that game. Alright, there isn't much in first-person perspective that's worse than camera sway. I agree, although I do think that very narrow FOV is worse for me personally. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we don't have missiles, so we can't do much about this, I don't think. Yeah, even the charge beam doesn't do it. I still absolutely love the natural spaceship doors. That's just really fun. Galactic Federation distress beacon detected, you say? Oh good, it happens to be in the direction we're already going. So what we find over here is one of the things people really hated about the game, and I don't. I know it's different, I know it's a little odd, but I felt that same kind of misgiving about the relatively small amount of dialogue first in Metroid Prime 2, and then later on in Dread. So I don't mind this at all. Everyone perceives a little differently, and low FOV doesn't bother you at all, but camera bob rapidly makes me ill. I feel ya, yeah. And it's the same for me with the low field of vision, but not in this game. I don't know why. I do it when I played through before. I did have to take a couple breaks in the time I played, but not near as bad as most games. That may just be because it's a slow-paced game. Alice is lucky that the game she really likes can have high FOV and doesn't have camera sway. Camera bob is so ridiculous too, because it makes games less realistic. Like, there's no reason for it other than to make people sick. It's such a weird fucking idea. Alright, what's down here at the end? Oh, there's a morph ball sized tube. They apparently also exist in nature. Alright, that's the way forward. I remember that. Because the way forward is the way that didn't look like it's the way forward. Because over here, we can't get through. Free resin fossilized by chemical reaction. Though roughly as firm as rock minerals, it can be destroyed with explosive force. So yeah, we gotta come back for a lot of this stuff with a missile launcher. People try to keep their head steady when they walk, and even if they can't, their brains compensate. Exactly. So having it there is just completely nonsensical. The low FOV also doesn't make sense because people have a very wide field of view. People consider like 100 to 110 being a high field of vision in a video game. But if I recall, an actual human's field of view is like 140, 150 degrees. Horizontally. That's why it makes people nervous when you have a low FOV. It's because you don't have your eyes, basically. It's taking away a huge thing. Well, I see you over there. It takes away just a huge part of your vision. Crustacean, morphology, isopod. Glides atop a slick mucus, which they produce. Their diet is primarily glow mold, causing their abdomen and mucus to glow. Stylish as fuck, right? I guess we'll just follow this stylish little snail. Samus glides smoothly in any case. Glow mold. Hey, this is what that guy eats. Bioluminescent fungi variant containing large quantities of luciferin and luciferase in its cap. This causes the glow of both the fungi and its spores, and it sounds like it's named after a Persian king. Samus learned to walk from birds. Yes! And so Samus, with her very strong legs, got very, very good at walking very, very steadily. Isopod antenna. Life signs diminishing due to severance from body. That's probably fine, right? Beetle variant nest composed of hardened mud and clay. The nest is fragile enough that a single powerful blow would shatter it. Sorry guys, I got a distress signal that I gotta get to. Sorry! Shot expansion increases maximum shot ammo by 10. Also restores 10 shot ammo. The fuck is shot ammo? I like that it gives you that mystery generic shot ammo. Cannot be cleared with standard firearms, highly flammable and removable using high heat weaponry. Did it mark these on the map? I don't think it does. There we go. Fortunately, I can mark. Hollow Knight made this mark your own damn map system, and I like it in theory. But in big maze-like environments, it can be frustrating to find the one thing you forgot to mark. I know Alice is kind of dealing with that too at the moment in her game. Fern root variant. Lateral root and root hair tips with extremely sharp edges. They can be cleared using standard firearms. Ah! Jerk. Kind of hard to keep track of what's what without the scan visor in a few areas so far. There's that isopod. Sorry, bud. Okay, good. It's not gonna suffer. Look, I'm schizophrenic, and I have to not anthropomorphize fictional things. But I still find myself feeling bad for small animals caught in the crossfire. So this is the guy that people really hate. I don't mind him.
You're alone on a planet with no hope of survival. But you're also not sitting next to Phil anymore in that cubicle, so... Win? Oh.
Bit of a lateral move.
Okay. What? What now? Samus? Samus Aran? Hey! Hey, Samus Aran! I'm stuck! Help me out! Oh! Please get me down. I'll just stay right here. Try not to die.
That's always a good thing to do. Swollen vine growth. It will burst if struck. Galactic Federation Technician, individual who performs maintenance tasks on electrical equipment. This also includes maintenance of computer-equipped airframes. Galactic Federation Transport X7-S. Engine and navigation systems have stopped. Fuselage damaged. There is a detachable cargo door at its rear. Alright, well, let's get him down.
I think it's working! Shoot some more! What was that? Okay, that did not sound friendly.
Bring it on.
What are you?
Jungle Griever. Griever variant of this area. We've heard that name before. It can leap to great heights and climb trees quickly. It has an extremely aggressive disposition and will use its arms and claws to attack its enemies at close range. When at a distance, it will spit poison at its threats. Oh, got me.
Oh no, there's too many of them.
Wait, don't shoot me down yet. It's not safe.
That killed some of them.
Away from me. Trying to eat me.
I just wanted to see if it would actually let me do that. And apparently, yes, it would.
We're good. Okay. I'm coming down. Thank you, Samus. I'm a specialist, Miles McKenzie, engineer level 4. I have something for you.
She's basically a celebrity at this point.
Manually override this.
These X7s tend to stick a little. Come on. Oh, boy.
Miles McKenzie, primarily responsible for golem maintenance at the UTO Research Center, skilled in operating, repairing, and modifying computers and machinery.
This is really jammed.
Malfunction in the X7S cargo bay hatch. Arm extension blocked by a bent piston rod. Removal of the rod is required to open.
Hang on. I got it. If I can put my way here, then it should.
What's that? Artificial fusion of flora and fauna made using Lamorne biotech. Extremely fast cellular metabolism. Allows full regeneration even if reduced to pulp.
Please shoot that thing. It won't stop moving.
Don't know what he wants me to shoot.
Feel it move. Hang on.
I tried that already, though. Fine. I guess that was it.
No biggie.
And missile launcher. Not only that, it's a Federation standard missile launcher. Interesting. Missile launch function has been restored. Press R to launch an explosive missile with target tracking capabilities. This isn't a psychic missile or nothing.
My appreciation. If it's okay with you, I'm gonna tag along.
Probably for the better.
So, where to? It might be a good idea to check the map and get our bearings.
Yeah, probably. These are to get missiles from. Don't like looking at them.
Nice.
For obvious reasons, if you know about my phobias. Ugh. But that, don't worry, they're friendly.
How about we avoid any standing water? Those things seem pretty territorial.
Don't worry, he is not a constant presence throughout the rest of the game. I think a lot of people thought he was gonna be, which might be why he got a lot of the hate. Psychic Shutter. Moving the PK stone lever using the psychic glove will disable the lock.
How do we open this?
Lemorne door unlocks when its central sensor detects energy exposure. I think this is a save point back. No, that just leads out to the main part.
You sure we don't need to use that?
Whoops, wrong button.
Wait, something's happening.
I was hoping I could fuck with him. Oh, that's interesting. I don't have to do the motions with the mouse if I pick up the mouse and use the joystick.
How would you do that?
Here's the save point. I knew I was remembering a save station here. Also restores energy and ammunition, which I believe it does not do in hard mode. Girlfriend of Metroid fan unsympathetic to complaints about nerd who won't stop talking. Yes.
This technology, it's not as old as the rest of these rooms. What do you think it's doing here?
Something about that Griever event. Oh hey, missiles take them out even if they're closed. But have you never been out in the wild before? That's just how it is.
Wow, look up there. One massive tree.
It is. It's a very massive tree. A large tree, you might say. Hey, look what I found. Hooray.
Missile expansion. Interesting.
Now, what's interesting is they still look to be Federation standard expansions, too. But they're behind stuff. I wonder if they're gonna... that's gonna come up in the story. Got a long weekend ahead of me and a flip to night shift on Sunday. So good night. And well, thanks for coming. It's always good to have you. Lemorne psychic door, PK stone from the top of the door to its center. It even just like tells you the solutions. Not that they're much in the way of puzzles in any case. This bridge paves the way to the Temple of Memory. Those Lemorne who follow the path will come to the altar connecting the past and the present. Hear me, my Lemorne brethren. As you cross this bridge, reflect on the life you have lived and consider the words that you would carry into the future. Hear me, my Lemorne brethren. As you cross this bridge, reflect on the experience you have not yet had and consider what you wish your future to hold. Just as we were the ones to create our past, so too are we the ones to forge our future. Excerpted from the 4th slate.
Can you read that?
I can.
Think about this place?
Little bit.
They really don't want anyone in here. Must be a sacred space. Seriously, how'd you do that?
I'm just that cool, bud. I like that he's just completely awestruck by Samus Aran. It's cute. Ancient stone bridge built by the Lemorne. It shows severe damage from seismic activity, though its basic structure remains stable. Weight capacity estimated to be under 700 LH. And I hope I don't weigh over 700 LH. I guess that's Lemornian hectares.
It's beautiful. I'm just gonna stay out of your way. You let me know when it's clear.
Alright, you know what? Fair enough.
Moving up.
Wave 1 done.
Try your missile, Santa. Might be able to knock you right off the bridge.
That's what I'm doing.
That one's flying.
Ah, fuck. He's actually pretty nimble. And he knows to stay out of the way, which is really nice too.
I'm going for it. Cover me. There's more.
This is some Final Fantasy ass music too.
Ow.
Sorry.
I got one.
Yeah, there you go.
That was a close one.
Hectare's a unit of area. I thought it measured distance. You know,
I can see the door.
like light miles. Don't die.
I'm good. I'm okay.
I guess light miles would be a measurement of time. Like, actually.
What is this place?
Ancient Lemorne object with a plant motif. It has sockets for 2 motes. Gate lock structure built into the Lemorne shrine. Traces of psychic energy emit from its center. Well, what do we got here? Psychic sensor receives psychic energy and conducts it into the linked apparatus. Ancient Lemorne object carved from blue-tinged sublint. An explosive shock will shatter the material. I am out of missiles. Let me fix that real quick. Gotta be so. Aha! Psychic box opens when energy is received by its linked sensor. Psychic sensor receives psychic energy and conducts it into the linked apparatus. Alright, so. There we go. And another one of these.
But it feels like it's working.
He can't see the energy, by the way. To him, I'm just waving my hand around. See a light mile being the time it takes light to travel a mile. Exactly. We've invented something that's probably been thought of before between us. I was about to say we invented something new, but absolutely someone has used that as a unit of measurement before. Control beam acquired. Now we can use L or RT with the psychic visor too. Psychic charge beam shots launched while using the psychic visor can now be controlled. Switch to the psychic visor, press and hold A or ZR to charge, and then release it to launch a maneuverable control beam shot. I like this bit a lot. You see a hole in the wall?
Something for your suit, didn't you?
I sure did. And now we can do this. And yes, it's mouse controlled. It's a very cool. Hey there, Julie Waltier. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat.
That door just opened all by itself.
Let's see. Psychic lock, aperture, etc. It didn't open by itself, bud. Ooh, fountains. Sacred fountain made from umozanite. The water is sourced from underground ruins, which allows its temperature to remain consistent throughout the year. Ah, well water. Lived in a place with a well for a while.
No way. A Mark 99 mech? I'd recognize that frame anywhere. Mark 99 mech, this is Samus Aran. Bounty hunter? You know her. She's famous. You look very familiar. Betsy? What are you doing here?
So even though I like him alright, I can understand why people didn't.
I'll take a few scans.
I do get it. Objectively.
Poor baby. She's torn apart. If we could find the missing pieces, I bet we could get her up and running again.
Kinda new with this game. Me too. I played about a little further than this in once, and then I decided to save the rest for stream. Galactic Federation Heavyweights Class Golem Mech, a bipedal manned Mark 99 war mech primarily piloted by Federation androids. Several critical components missing or damaged, non-operational. Oh yeah, I'm very happy to be playing this for stream. Metroid Prime 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, so... Randomly clicked and ended up here. Well, welcome.
I poured my heart and soul into that mech.
Glad you found us. Federation heavy container, yada yada. And open the heavy container with a shot. Wait, probably a super missile, right? Yeah. Okay, I get it. I'm low missiles. Right, we got some kind of terminal over here. Control system built by the Lemorne, used in the machine era, currently inactive. Circular aperture, presumably used for ventilation. No blockages. Well, that'll be easy to get through anyway. Door sensor received repairs during the machine era. These repairs require power to operate, and the door is not receiving any current offline. Alright.
This planet's tech is a marvel.
Oh, we got another save station, so that's good. Ooh. It's actually time to take our second commercial break. Yeah, I'm really proud of the PNG tubers I made for all of us. I'm actually working on an upgraded version of the one on screen now. Alright, let's take that break. I'm gonna go to the old BRB screen. I'll be back in a few minutes. And I'm gonna run some ads right now and yada yada. If you want to support us, Got this place over at patreon.com/ifwhen, or you can subscribe here. But either way, stick around and I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, we're back. Thanks for sticking around. Now we gotta deal with this terminal out here. See how this goes. I know it's a long shot, but I really hope that they bring out Metroid Prime Trilogy with this mouse control. Because the original Metroid Prime Trilogy on the Wii implemented the mouse control, or the pointer control, into 1 and 2. So I would love to see that here too.
But I do not know what to do next. So, Samus, would you give it a try?
Right, what do we got over here first? Bomb slot. Well, we don't have morph bombs. Right, have to actually be using the right kind of blast. And... oh, crap, where am I going? Here. There we... whoops. Did I mess that up? Or did that work? Okay, so it has a limited range is what I've just learned. But now I know where I'm sending it.
Hey, Samus.
Is that not working? Oh, right, I have to actually talk to him first. That's what's wrong.
This machine looks too unique to me. Want to give it a try, Samus?
I guess. That's a Chozo hand, isn't it? Didn't the Chozo have three-fingered hands? Or am I remembering shit wrong? Currently inactive.
Wait, you can interface with their tech.
Of course.
You can understand it. Which
Yes.
you've received translation data.
Absolutely.
It opens up a world of possibilities.
I like where your head's at.
This working, we can use this tech to our advantage. I just need remote access to your logs.
This is where I first become suspicious of him. Samus, on the other hand, is always willing to give the benefit of the doubt.
Wow, that is fascinating. Thank you. We'll put this here. Let's see. This should do the trick.
That does not look safe. There we go, and that powers up the other side of the lock.
We got power! Well, one door is still locked. The other one is malfunctioning. Hey, but it's progress.
Well, we can at least open the malfunctioning one.
All this is going to take a while to figure out, so I'm going to stay here if you want to scout ahead. It's about to get real nerdy in here.
So do you think it's going to turn out he has ulterior motives, or is he going to die at the end? I mean, or both. He could be a Wheatley. This is the part where he kills us.
Good luck
Do I
out there.
have any... Oh wait, right. Normal mode. The save station already refilled our missiles. Rhizome of the Onanalt Palm. It has destroyed the shrine, blocking the passageway. I always feel bad when someone comes in and we have to go to the break right then. Oh, that's why I don't like these regularly scheduled ad breaks that Twitch wants us to do. An ancient altar with a plant motif designed to unfold. Analysis implies there's a way to trigger it to open. Sculpture of a prominent Lemorn priest. The inscription reads, Calvanda. This one has a hologram. Chosen one. Welcome to our temple. This is the Temple of Memory. From the beginning, Lemorn priests recorded our history in this sacred tree by offering prayers. Behold, or is it Zabezians that had 3 fingers? Our legacy is preserved within. That would be even stranger. Born from the tree is the memory fruit. Legacy compiled within the tree will be inherited to the memory fruit. For the memory fruit to grow, you must seek the green energy crystals. which have been scattered throughout the planet. Deposit green energy crystals upon the altar of legacy. We place our faith in you, Chosen One. Please carry the memory fruit to a new world. God, this is such a ripoff of Shadow Labyrinth. Oh, I got myself with that one. Small size energy converter converts energy from green energy crystals into psychic energy and sends it to the sacred tree. Well, I'll keep an eye out for some green crystals. Pressure platform for releasing the system's psychic lock. Additional weight will cause it to sink further and reveal targeting objects. Hemispherical metal lid that can open and close. Psychic energy detected inside. Analysis implies it works in conjunction with the pressure platform. Spherical growths that the Onenalt palm's rootstocks use to store nutrients. The outer skin is very durable, but it can be broken by a concussive blast. Can it, though? Not that. Not that easily. Alright. Wait. Okay, so obviously... Boom. No problem. A stone sculpture of a Lamorne priest. It bears an inscription that transliterates to Lakash and includes a description of the individual. Lakash, a sculptor who loved solving mathematical equations. He discovered several equations that could be formed into psychic objects, leading to the design of a unique sealing mechanism as well as its keys. That's pretty cool, right? Stone sculpture of a Lamorne priest. It bears an inscription that transliterates to Vahuan and includes a description of the individual. Inventor of the mote-operated psychic lock. In accordance with the prophecy of the Chosen One, he built the shrines now hidden throughout Sol Valley, filling each with his mote-related devices. A stone sculpture of a Lamorne priest. It bears the inscription Shay, the only female member of the Lamorne priesthood, and the first to understand the structure of space and time. Her insight led to a method of moving across space-time and, in turn, the invention of the teleporter. And finally, the Tsar. The Tsar, the first priest who communed with the sacred tree and founded the Temple of Memory. He is said to have been gifted at conveying thoughts, dyslexia. He is said to have been gifted at conveying thoughts without the need to speak, and at understanding others without the need to hear. Wild. Hello. Got very bright out all of a sudden. Carvex. A giant carnivorous plant possessing consciousness, intelligence, and considerable physical strength. It is unable to communicate due to its fusion with a Metroid. You know, that's never a good thing when you find a big creature that's been fused with a fucking Metroid. Also, Samus isn't fused with a Metroid at this point. Destroying all tentacle-like vines will cause its protective leaves to briefly drop, exposing a body enveloped in only a thin mucus membrane. Note that the tentacles quickly regenerate. The only way to delay their regeneration is to destroy them all at virtually the same time. Ow, rude. Whoops. There we go. All right, good start. Space-time, motherfucker. Oh. Just a sec. These have a separate scan from the body. Carvex vine, tentacle-like appendage capable of being both rigid and flexible. They're not making this easy on me. It can be temporarily destroyed by damaging the bulging portion along its length. Okay, so I believe what we do now is we break off the spines, and then we can send a psychic blast at it. Fuck. Rude. Oh wait, these guys also have a... Oh, come on. I was so close. Now we can do that and this one. Like I'm trying to scan stuff. There. Pollen bags released from the ends of Carvex's tentacles. They possess propeller-like wings and fly by riding wind currents. Oh, shit. Got me. And this one... There's a third one, I think. Yeah, there it is. Oh, fuck. Ah! Meant to do that. Crap, crap, crap. Gotta get rid of these guys. Oh no. Well, we're fine. 2 and... 3. Oh, Well, that hurt. I'm pretty sure this was already a Dark Souls boss. Oh, did not mean to do that. Apparently, a regular charge beam can break them, though, once they're de-armored. Oh, God. Isn't there a fourth one? Okay, they're all gotten now. Ah, fuck. Nope. Okay. We're fine. There we go. Oh. Got him. Oh no, not the butterflies. Oh, they're flowers. Never mind. Well, they're able to regenerate even after the Metroids fuck them up. Psychic Bomb. Compresses a large amount of psychic energy into a sphere, which then disperses as a concussive blast. It's a morph bomb. I find it suspicious that this is an entirely different part of the universe, and they have effectively the same technology. So 3, look, they can even be placed 3 at a time. The concussive blast of psychic bombs damages objects and enemies and can be used to perform a bomb jump. Look, this whole thing is just real sus to me. Bomb slot for operating the sacred shrine. The impact of a psychic bomb detonation inside the slot moves the pedestal. Gazing at the Lamorne statue while on the pedestal then activates the shrine. Whoops. Teleports the Chosen One to an alternate dimension that houses a teleporter key. Alright, well, let's go be the Chosen One, I guess. Ooh, that's cool. Looks so much cooler through the psychic visor. Master teleporter key acquired. One of the keys required to activate the master teleporter in Chrono Tower. A total of 5 must be collected.
Samus, do you copy? Booyah! Long-range comms are back online. Oh, did you achieve your objective? There's something I want to talk about. Meet me in base camp?
Can do. I like that Samus is canonically not saying a word, but her presence is powerful enough that people understand her anyway. On and alt palm rootstocks blocking a small passageway. They can be cleared with a concussive blast. That will hopefully let us through that locked door. At least we didn't lose the morph ball at the beginning of this. The morph ball is like an old friend. All right. Let's go. It's so bizarre to have to go through any series, any Metroid game for very long, any series of events for very long without the morph ball. So since Zero Mission is the canonical Metroid one now, that does mean that the whole reason she had to collect the morph ball in the first place was because she had an older version of the suit that had been passed down to her. And then when she found the proper power suit, it had the morph ball built in already. Alright, green energy crystals. Contains large amounts of teratogens which can interfere with cellular growth. Oh, they're radioactive is what you're saying. Okay, well, we don't have any heat-based weaponry at this moment. I guess I'll mark this. I guess if it's something that I can't get through, I'll put that down. I wish I had one that looked like fire. You know? But I can't clearly see what's on the other side, so I don't know how else to mark it. This is the kind of game that I feel like I will probably play through New Game Plus specifically because it's got a hard mode. Oh right, we can break these now. Not all of them. Fuckers. They'll be rebuilt by the time we come back here, too. Industrious. Oh my god, these are so cute, too. Red relic ant. Primarily eats leaves from broadleaf trees, using its rear pincers to carry them. Forms a line with nestmates to conceal their numbers when traveling. Acute senses help it locate its nest across great distances. Oh, without pheromone trails. That's way cooler than earth ants. Tip of the Onenalt palm's rootstock. Roots have intruded into every crevasse of the shrine, expanded and shattered the structure. Complete collapse inevitable. Yeah. I know that feeling. Oh. No, jump up. There we go. Okay, I tried to go the other way on accident. Pressure platform operation complete. Right. Okay, what are we looking at? Can we get through here now? We can. Did I actually remember to break the, Did I sear it? I just realized that I completely forgot to break down the green crystals. That would be back this way. Okay. ADHD combined with migraine medicine. Okay, still can't get through that way. Alright, well, I guess I just can't get there anymore. Oh, wait. Can we bring that down? No. Anything in there? No. Alright. That's fine. We'll be back around to it eventually. Ugh. We have to collect a lot of the crystals is the thing, so it's not like we screwed ourselves. There we go. In the distant past, a mass of burning rock fell from the sky to the jungles of Euros. Once this rock, which was itself poisonous, had cooled and hardened, a small carnivorous plant took in the poison it carried. The plant did not succumb to the poison. It thrived, growing to rule over the jungle. In time, the priest Thessar became the first the plant could convey its thoughts to, and named it Carvex. Later, at their urging, Carvex eventually relocated to the garden within the Lemorne Temple of Memory. There it ruled as it did in the jungles, and it came to preside over Lemorne funerals. Pretty cool, right? Storage at its feet holds motes for making psychic recordings. This is the one projecting currently. Within the moat this statue holds is a history of the guardian of the temple garden. To reveal these truths, place the moat into the playback device. So we will definitely be coming back here after beating more bosses. Psychic recording data playback device emits images and text recorded within a moat. So now do we move it another step? Nope. Only just the one for now. Oh wait, maybe we can get back this way? Oh yeah. We actually can. It's got a little staircase and all. Alright. That makes life a little easier. You know what? I'm not gonna bother with y'all. You can just fuck around while I work on collecting all these green crystals. Is that all of them? Hey, rude. Alright. Now I've got the green crystals. Who's the bad bitch with all the green crystals? It's me. It's JJ. was my point. Presto, it's JJ. Alright, well, we've got the green crystals, but we can't use them yet, I guess. What's this? Why, it's a missile expansion. See, I didn't miss every detail. Only the vast majority. This is why I always felt like I was lying when I put detail-oriented on a resume.
Oh! Whoa! You are sneaky quiet, you know that? Hey, I'm glad you're back. That data you gave me earlier is really coming in handy. I've been able to translate the Lemorn language.
She's not as grumpy at this point as she is in Dread.
Doesn't appear on any of the known star charts. Might as well be a ghost.
This is years prior, though.
But there is no activity in this sector. It is eerily quiet. We could be anywhere. Or we could be nowhere. According to these maps, we shouldn't even be here. From what I gather, the only way off this
We're outside of our previous observable universe.
Now, I'll do some digging to see if there's any way I can support you. Now that our comms are working, we should be able to share data. I can provide you with intel from here. What do you say? Teammates? Excellent.
Small nod.
Stay safe out there, Samus. I'll be here if you need me.
Alright. Now we can get through this door.
Hey! Be careful, Samus. You won't have me there to watch your back.
Did people miss that he's just intentionally being a goober? Maybe that's why some of the hate happens. I'm reading it as him being a joker, not him acting like he's hot shit. Lemorn storage locker made of extremely durable Ekustan steel, making it impervious to even powerful weapons. It will open if a current is passed to the electrodes at both ends. Well, that's not doing it. What's in here? Oh, hey. I know this place. Heat. A Lemorn-made locking system. The lock can be removed only if exposed to extremely high temperatures. With the lock removed, the systems will operate normally. Okay. That's more heat that we don't have. Energy. Small. Restores 10 points of energy. Good to know. I like energy. I like small. Therefore, it makes perfect sense that I would like small energy. Machine-era cargo transport system uses ballistic technology to launch specially engineered capsules that are typically loaded with materials and goods. Y'all know what we're gonna do with that information, right? Alright, there's a missile. Alright, still can't get up here unless... Does that power these up? No, it does not. Alright, so we're gonna mark this place with having a missile expansion. Cargo launcher activation switch activates when the sensor is in the recess at the top, detects a concussive vibration. So that's not going to be a missile, that's going to be a morph bomb. So we can apparently just make motes now. I'm okay with that. Alright, so we are right about where I got to when I played before. Launcher activated. So like I said, y'all, yeah, you knew what we were gonna do with this information. Cargo launcher? More like Samus launcher. This doesn't seem safe. Oh, definitely not safe. Oh shit. Oh no. I think we're off course. Oh, we'll be fine. It's not like we've never flown at hypersonic speeds over a period of miles and miles and then slammed upside down into the ground with no guidance system. Right? It's a good thing the pod actually turns over in the air. Oh, good. Nice place. Cargo launcher installation in Fury Green has malfunctioned. A misfire sent its capsule off course, and it performed an emergency landing in Soul Valley. Soul Valley, that's Valley of the Sun.
What you see in front of you is the entrance to the closest area with a teleporter key. If you want to contact me going forward, use the radio command on the map screen. I'll help in any way I can.
There's more stuff over here to scan. Rock rich with gibardium. Gibardium. Green energy traces detected within. Only psychic energy in the form of a diffused oscillation blast can pulverize it. Oh, fuck. What kind of energy is it? Green? Alright, so I guess I mark this with another area of interest.
You'll need to find a way into the area with the teleporter key.
Very helpful, thank you. Off to stream? We stream at minimum 4 times a week. I'm on Fridays, and then we've also got afternoon streams with games that tend not to be quite as story heavy. Emergency supply storage unit, tower for storing emergency equipment for Saul Valley. Electrifying the lock on the lower part of the hatch will cause it to release. Hey, Willow! Glad you made it back. Alright. I totally blanked on what I just read. Power for storing emergency equipment, electrifying the lock on the lower part of the hatch. Right, well, this one I can at least mark with something specific. Okay, apparently I can only have one marker, but oh well. We just rode in a cargo container halfway across the planet, and unfortunately the cargo launcher did not aim correctly. But it did still manage to put us in more or less the right place, sort of. Let's notice that there are no schedules down below. Yeah, we've actually got our own schedule page because there's quite a few people on our team. It's over on that link I just put up there. But if you were an introvert, well, that's okay too. I should actually put that notice up there on the front page. If I have any chance of remembering that, I'll try to do that. Unless it might actually be on screen right now. I don't remember what all I put in the stuff at the bottom. That's how on the ball I am tonight. Thank you, Willow. Alright. Who turned on the Cybots? Basic model of a Lamorne-made Cybot battle android. Typically equipped with a laser cannon and hover thrusters. Following the Great Tragedy, the surviving technicians modified them into anti-Griever battle mechanoids. So these Griever creatures just kind of killed everyone, huh? At least that's what we're being told. Oh. Ooh, got me. There we go. Oh, wow. Did I seriously almost die that quickly? Good lord. It's like Dread, you take a lot of damage at once. I'm not Alice, I'm not Soleil, I'm not good at first-person shooters. Oh, fuck. Either of them probably would have already beaten this game by now somehow. There we go. That'll do it.
Whoa, Chrono Tower's protected by a force field.
The nice thing about losing in a video game is you can come back in and try again, you know?
Research where you look for the teleporter keys.
Oh yeah, we haven't added sub badges either. Good call. We've been working on a lot of shit at once is the thing, so some stuff's had to take a back seat. We're in a transitional period. If there's something missing here, assume it used to be there. Take a look at some of these things. Oh yeah, we've got a lot of stuff we're working on. Yeah, that's about it really. I don't want to say stuff ahead of time, especially since I'm not the one doing that part of the art. So I don't want to put pressure on anyone. Light delivery truck. Lamorne transport for use within facilities or over short distances, equipped with a driver's seat and cargo bed. Pretty big truck. We do have emotes, though. 4 of them are usable by followers. Used to transport combustible liquids. A reaction is visible on the barrel's metallic body. Okay. So, fire, basically. It's a red barrel. It explodes. Nah, don't worry about it. We're keeping this stuff original. We can't really take ideas on that stuff. Oop, through the pipe. Delivery exit for a pneumatic tube system. Transport is one way. Ah, so I can't go back that way. Lamorne fuel barrel used to transport combustible liquids. No reaction is visible on the barrel's metallic body, indicating that the barrel is empty. Bulletproof glass is not missile-proof if it's cracked. Conduit for maintenance tanks. Entry hatch is currently open and has a safety mesh installed, but it can be removed. There we go. Well, that looks like our only way forward. Into the tube. Viola tunnel door. It is currently locked. Viola, I think, is the vehicle that we're gonna get soon. Maintenance tank tunnel entrance with its hatch removed. Used both as an air vent and a passage for maintenance tanks to exit outside. Okay. We don't need to do that. That's just going to come out the other side of the building. So we're going to head this way instead. Fortunately, Samus can run very long distances. Partially because of her suit and partially because she's just really super athletic. Right. I think the plan for tomorrow is Alice is going to be doing Overwatch in the afternoon. I know the new season that's going to actually do the things that she said they should do in the first place is going to be starting, I think, Monday or Tuesday, so we wanted to get at least one more stream in before that. Alright, small container. Also a small container, but it's specifically for maintenance tanks. Autonomous drone that maintains machinery and systems throughout the facility. Oh, I feel bad for blowing the other one up now. Oh no, I can't enter. I have to magnetize it out. I was gonna roll in there and be a maintenance droid. So what have you been looking into watching on Twitch? Let's see. Another Viola shutter. And this looks like it wants us to hop in. And keep rolling, 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 rolling. Ooh. I love alien thunderstorms. Volt Forge. I think they're one of my favorite, like, scenes in visual media. Comic books, movies, video games. Storms on alien planets are always fucking cool. Lamorne Lightning Rod allows vehicles to move safely beneath the Vault Forge's frequent lightning strikes. Oh, good. That makes sense. We have those in real life. Okay, that's a long way off. I managed to push the wrong button twice there. Light delivery truck transports vehicle containers and other goods for delivery. Considered symbolic of the Lamorne machine era. Every time I read these descriptions, it makes me more suspicious. Used for moving vehicles manufactured in the factory. Its alloys are extremely resistant to impact, making it effectively indestructible. And here's a little bug guy. Denzard. A very resilient creature capable of living in incredibly harsh climates such as the Vault Forge. Can absorb electrical energy, causing parts of its body to glow. So not technically bioluminescence from that one. Oh, they're so cute though. Oh, look at him. Secondary power generator used to move a container arm, currently offline. It doesn't look offline. I guess we won't be able to use it though. We don't have the dash ball anyway, so wouldn't even matter if we could. Ooh. Lamorne Neurobike Mark V. Viola. Oh, I get it. Well, I get the V for Mark V. And I get the La for Lamorne. I don't know why the O. That one I don't get. Viola's a nice name, though. Viola suit printer. Produces the suit required to ride the Lamorne Neurobike Mark VII, currently offline. Oh, we need to get a modified suit, I guess. Of some kind. Lamorne factory door, sensors and electrical luminescent stone, stores a charge ensuring the door functions even if power is lost. Okay. Connects 3 towers of Vault Forge's vehicle. Okay, those are locked. Tower 1 to Tower 2. Okay, those are signs. Map station. Excellent. I am always down for a... Map. You're not gonna let me use the map station? Ah. I guess it's not turned on? Hence the mention of the doors can function even if power is turned off. Okay. They told me this, I just didn't... It didn't click. Now it's an emergency shutter, so we gotta turn the power back on before that will open. Whoops. And mass-produced during the machine era, but redesigned for the psychic era. Redesigned for the needs of the modern psyker. Well, we got our save point. Which I guess means it's time for me to call it for tonight. Good timing on Samus's part. Alright. Let me just exit out of there. switch over to here. Thanks everyone so much for coming. Familiar faces and new ones all. It's been a blast to have you, as it usually is. Even with my headache starting to creep back in, you know? So, let's see. Sorry, my brain is trying to shut down, and it's already shut down. If you want to support us, you can subscribe here, of course, get access to all of our cool emotes, and you can also go over to patreon.com/ifwhen, get access to art and music and all that cool shit, as well as shout outs at the end of the streams. Thank you so much to our subscribers: Melly Basket, Nahum Wengrov, Angelic, Sky, Green, Kai, and Andymonium. Thank you for helping us keep going at a hard time like this. You're all amazing. And if you can't or don't want to support us monetarily, that's okay too. Just come back and watch. If you oh, what was it Sue said earlier? If you like us, tell a friend. If you hate us, tell an enemy. Right? That works. All right. I think Graham Stark said that. That was the first place I heard it. All right. Our schedule is over at truckcommunity.neocities.org. Our next scheduled stream is going to be Wandering Beekeeper in the morning over on his channel, Wandering Beekeeper, with more of his Minecraft trains and tech stuff. That shit's amazing, by the way. And that's at, I think, 8 or 9 a.m. Central. Highly recommended. It's not one I ever get to catch live because I'm not awake at that time. I do all my work at night. All right, and as I said, the afternoon stream will, if there is one, it's probably going to be Alice with Overwatch. And our VOD channel is over at youtube.com/@ifwhen. /@ifwhenvod. My brain is really bad tonight. It's been a while since I've tried streaming on sumatriptan, and it sucks. Okay. But yeah, that's where all of our streams VODs go, is over on that YouTube channel. So yeah, and before I stammer and stutter over myself even more so, I'm gonna go offline. Thank you everyone so much for being here, and we'll see you next time. Good night.